Hi there, this is Judy from paperpalmtree.com, and this is the box I have for you today. This is a 2x2x2 box, and the lid comes off, and I have used the new designer paper that will be coming out with the holiday catalog, and it goes live September 1st, and it's really cute paper, and it matches the old olive cardstock, and so that's what I've used on this box. So the old olive is cut 6x6, and the card top, or the box top, is cut 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. So let me show you how I did this. Oh, also the thing I added on here was a grommet, and that comes in, I guess, in the sewing section, like at your big box art supply store or craft store. And I'm not even sure about the dimension on this one. Let's see. Oh no, I put it in something else, but let's see what this says. This is, I think the opening is a 1/2 inch. Maybe, is it that big? But any size that you want to use with your ribbon works. I just had the bigger size, and that's what I've used. So I'll show you how I do that. But for the 6x6 sheet of paper with the old olive, we are going to score. So let me get out the Simply scoring tool, and we are going to score this at 2 inches on each side. And I'm using the larger size of the stylus, and for each of those corners I'm just going to turn it every time and come down on the 2-inch line, just like that. Okay. And for this, I'm sorry, let me stay on track here. So I'm going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Boxes, it's really important to do that. Gives a nice crisp edge to it. Just like that. Okay, so on one side, I'm going to score these 2 score lines up to the score line that crosses it, up there. And because this is a box, I'm just going to shave a sliver of the wedge out. And do that on this side. A sliver of the wedge. I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to do the opposite side. Right there, and here's the wedge, and we're going to cut one more right there. All right, so this is just the bottom of the box, and it's going to come together like so. Let's turn it over, and I'm going to put our tear tape down. Alright, so right here, right here. So on the on the tabs, I'm doing these 2 bottom ones because when I fold the box together, I want these tabs to be on the outside so that that's the front of the box. See what I mean? So let's put the box together. So I burnish these down, and that should just pick right up. The thing about this box, it's so universal in the size. You could put a votive down in there, a votive, you know, a Yankee Candle votive, or a couple of tea lights. You could put candy in it. It's a nice size box. It's bigger than you think on the inside to be able to put things down in. So I like using this size. So I am going to build the box. So this side first. And I want to line those edges up so they're nice and squared. And here I'm going to go this way so that that folds right in there. Perfect. So there's the little square box. Isn't that cute? So let's build the top. So the top is cut at 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. And when I first started watching YouTube channels, I found one. Her name is Connie Stewart, and she has a channel, I think her blog too, is called Simply Simple. I'll put her link down below. But I started watching her build her boxes, and she had suggested on one of those videos a long time ago that I watched to create a shim so that your box top that fits. See, this is, you know, exactly 2-inch square. Well, this, you need it just slightly larger for that to go onto the box bottom. So she shows how to build the shim, and so that's what I did. And I'm going to tell you, I use this all the time, and it's just made out of some packaging, acetate, or what? Yeah, is it acetate? Yeah. So just some old packaging that I had. But what you do is you build it, you put it along the side there. So when you line your paper up to it, it gives you enough of a clearance that when you go to score it, it gives you that little bit of a difference so that it'll sit right on there. So on this one, I am going to score it. Where am I scoring this one? On 3/4. Okay, again, I'm using the larger end of the stylus, and I'm pushing it up against the shim, and I'm gonna do that on all 4 sides. So I'm doing 3/4 inch on all 4 sides. All right. So check her out, because that really was a very helpful thing when I started building boxes and trying to make my own. All right, so I'm going to score and burnish, fold and burnish the scored lines. So here's where I put in my grommet, is before I put this together. And the reason you want to do that is because you got a hammer and you got a punch. So, okay, so I don't have a small enough die to make the hole in there. So I'm going to find the center. And that's why I really like this grid paper for everything. So here's the 0 mark, and I want to space it in between. So that's going to go right about there. And yeah, I guess I can use that. And so I'm going to say right there. Make a hole. Is that true right there? Let's see. There's the 2. Yeah, so that's about good. So these are the Stampin' Up! Paper snips, and you know, I always thought scissors were scissors, but let me say, these are awesome. They're small, they're very sharp, they've got a nice point to them. So I'm going to cut out the little hole for this to fit into. And if you look at the diameter of your grommet, you can kind of tell how, goodness, ink. So I'm going to need to go a little bigger. So just, I don't know, kind of like when you're doing science projects, you got to cut things smaller. You just got to keep going until you find the right diameter. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go over that. Yeah, it's going to be snug, but that's okay. So I'm going to take, for a grommet, it comes with this little tool. If you don't have the tool with it, you've got a package that is not a whole kit. So you need this little tool. So this sits on top of this little, it has a little indentation there. So that's going to sit right on top there. Is that true? Yeah. All right, it's going to sit right on top, and I'm going to put this down over it. And I wanted it snug, so that's perfect. So you're going to put this on top of there, and you're going to hammer this. So I'll be right back. I'm going to hammer it. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. So when you hammer this little, they've got little tabs, I guess you could call it. When you hammer that down in there, this little thing, it spreads them out and it keeps it from being rough. So that's how the grommets work. If you don't want to do a grommet, you could just punch a hole and your ribbon will do fine through it. But I like the look of it. I think it's really cute. So here I took some ribbon. Let's see what size this is. This is 5/8 of an inch. And so I kind of just guessed how much I want sticking up. Maybe about like that. And I'm going to cut that off. And there we go. Alright, so now let's build. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's build this top. So, just like we build the boxes, you're going to go on a tab and do a slight wedge. And you're going to do the wedge on the tab side, not on the finished edge. I hope that makes sense. Alright, we're going to turn it. And we're going to do this side. Doesn't have to be much on that wedge, just enough to give it a finished look. And so right there. Okay, now we're going to put some tear tape on these tabs. So right there. And there. Goodness. Oh, that was so hard. There. We're going to go there and there. I love tear tape. Looks good. Alright, so we're going to peel the backings off. And this is really cute paper. I like the green and black. I think for Christmas that's really a nice look. You could use it for, you know, something other than Christmas. Although this is in the Christmas packet. Is it Christmas? Yeah. No, it's in the Halloween. What am I talking about? I think it's in the Halloween. Okay, so you're going to line that up. Silly me. It is Halloween. It would look good at Christmas too, though. Alright, so I got that a little off center, but I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so what I did on this, because I want the tabs to lay flat, kind of like you do when you have the brads and you splay the back side. So I want it to do that. Okay, so I'm going to take this and feed this through the grommet, and see where these tabs are that I put back here. I am going to take the backing off, and I'm going to pull it down just a little bit more, and I'm going to tape that side down. Look at that, sorry. Got some ink on me somehow. And I'm going to splay that one down. So that kind of covers up the tab a little bit. Alrighty, so there is the cute little top. And when you do the splicing trick, it really helps the box sit nicely. So there we go. I think it's cute. You could adorn this anyway. You can put something stamped on there. You could fill it with, you know, the paper fillers and put things in there, but that's an adorable 2x2x2 box. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you'll hit the like button below, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, I'm at paperpalmtree.com is my blog and my YouTube channel, and I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. So until next time, bye.